Here we go to review some of the most important principles of the 5 rites of rejuvenation. We'll talk a lot about what these could do, but this might be the most powerful anti-aging movements for your body because it's restoring and maintaining the ability of flexion and extension of your spine. Remembering motion is life. And when you stop moving, you're 6 feet under. So how do we keep our bodies moving in the most efficient ways and maintain flexibility throughout our lifetimes? So the number one process in the 5 rites is a simple yoga move you may have heard of, upward dog and downward dog. So that looks like this, of course. Upward dog here, like this, rather, upward dog here. And I like to wiggle that side to side, downward dog here. And of course you can integrate your breath with this. Take your time, do maybe 7 reps. You can breathe in each position and do it slowly. Or you can also breathe with movement. So big inhale here, and a big exhale here. A big inhale here, and a big exhale here. The next of the 5 rites I like to go to is a tabletop, reverse table, to forward fold. Once again, the inhale can be an extension. Huge inhale. And an exhale might be here, inflection. Inhale. And exhale. An upgrade to this movement that I sometimes do is grab my head and my toe to pull that chin down to deeper. Full inhale, and I might switch sides, exhale. After you've warmed this movement up a couple times, you might add in a wiggle this way even. There's one more movement I sometimes do to do activated, isolated, assisted type stretching. Lift your legs to activate the anterior part of your body, the core, to allow the posterior stretch further. That's another powerful way to activate this flexion extension process. You see how much further I can go after having activated a few times the anterior, the core muscles, and then going into the full flexion. So, once again, powerful, powerful movement. The second of the 5 rites. And I think those are the 2 most important. If I had time for none others, I would do those 2. The next one I really like as well, I often do this one, and that is basically a camel into a rabbit. This is where I like to upgrade this particular movement. Inhaling extension once again, and the flexion, give me the exhale. Then there's some upgrades to this movement also, depending on your flexibility level and your strength. And then of course that would be maintaining holding the heels, pushing the hips forward. As you come into the flexion, you can roll your head from side to side. Hold and breathe in different areas to stretch down the mid-back. Depending on how hard you pull your heels, you got another layer to dig into. So that's a powerful, powerful movement. The next, the 5 rites that I like to integrate, so we've done upward dog, downward dog, you got flexion extension, then the tabletop pose. The other one is actually the first one, and I often skip it because I've already done my core movement on my inversion table. So this one I often leave out, but it's a leg raise and head raise at the same time. One of the 5 rites that I frequently leave out. And the last of the 5 rites is potentially the most fun and maybe one of the most important. That's spinning. You might spin several times, then you relax and hold. And I like to upgrade this one. One is by spinning in both directions, but another way is just spin either on my heel or my toes. And then when I'm done spinning, I'll try and balance one leg with my eyes closed. If you're falling over, that's a good thing. That means you're challenging your brain. You want brain to have some plastic changes, train that vestibular system. So if you can't balance, that's okay. It'll get better. Now I'm gonna spin the other way. And that'll be a good summary of 5 rites. Thank you very much.